Okay, we should be good to go. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. How y'all doing? Okay. Turn off my mic monitoring. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get some stuff done tonight. I am going to try and incorporate a really cool looking pattern. Let's just go straight into the hard stuff. What's up, Darwin? What's up? How you doing? Gail, hello. Okay. Gotta trim this down. We're gonna go right into a little bit different. What's up, Mike? There we go. I hate this tubing. Hate this tubing. Okay, we're so far so good. There we go. What's up, Tia? How are you? L to the B. How you doing? Drenched, what's happening? Jonas, how are you? Gail? Colleen Glass, how are you? Tonight we are making candy ornaments, candy themed. And if Mike has time, we'll do the birthday cake for Mike tonight too. So we'll knock that out as well. All right, so I'm just pulling a point. We're going to get warmed up with a pretty basic idea. I did get it, sweet. I like it. I believe you said it was pink and blue, right, Mike? Oh my goodness. So we are prepping up this real quick. We're gonna do some basic stuff right off. I'm gonna warm up a little bit. Do a little bit of a warm up here. So this is kind of like a seafoam green color. It's a cool color, but it is incredibly finicky. It has a definite like working ratio that I don't like about it. Like it does not like certain aspects of the flame. But we're gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna see what we can get done with it. So we're gonna stripe down some green on top of the green. And I think I'm gonna go a little odd and we're gonna do some caramel with this, like a caramel and green. I know it doesn't sound like it'll be nice, but I think it's gonna look good. Mike, I used a ton of colors last night. I just need to know what two colors. I think you said pink and blue, but All right. So this is that shimmer green with the like seafoam green. Hey, Red Squeak, how are you? Hi, Tess. All right, let's add the caramel color here. Yeah, the multicolored ornament is a style. This is the only one like it. I don't know if I should produce it or not. It's like a swirled lollipop and a multicolor. I like it, but I don't know if anybody would be interested in it. Okay, so we're adding the caramel here. All the way around. And that should be the last stripe of it. Yeah, I like the lollipop. I think it looks cool. The thing about the lollipop is you can actually stick it in other places, like in a little base type thing and through the stem. So I think it would look cool. Okay, so this one is the seafoam green, which is this color, the shimmer green, and then a caramel butterscotch color. You know, sometimes applying the weirdest colors can create an incredible result. They can make a beautiful color combo. And sometimes they can look pretty ugly, but I like trying new things, like color combos that no one else thinks of, and see what happens from there. Okay, we're going to pull this down. Beautiful spiral. Tonight is all candy themed stuff. So we got an absolute stunning spiral on the end of this. Really nice. Except I made it off center here. It was perfectly centered, and I dragged it over to the camera, and I completely messed it up by doing that. So I'm going to redo the spiral, center it back up. Then I'm going to bring it to the camera after it cools this time. I got impatient. I was like, hey, check it out. And then messed it up. Colleen, thank you for the happy poop. I wish I could see what that looks like. Thank you for the happy poop. Thank you, Red Squeak. Red Squeak's in the house. How are you doing, Red Squeak? Is it Jerry? Thank you so much for the 100 of the jewels. All right, so this time I'm going to let it cool. Let's give it a second. All right, now we can see the swirls. Nah, man, go, Tyler, there's plenty of people that make that. If you want a really cool one, message me and I'll send you to someone that makes amazing pieces. I retired out of that pretty much. You know, but I don't have a problem with the industry, but I will certainly send you in the right direction. You could get really awesome pieces done. I'm happy to pass along info. I only make a few and they're glow in the dark and they're not cheap. Raw, thank you so much for all the jewels. Oh my God, you guys are off on the jewels tonight. Thank you. How did I get into this? I got into this from my mom, of all people. She started when I was 2 years old. That was 1972. And I grew up with it. So I learned everything from my mother. I was very blessed to have this in my life growing up. So yeah, that's how I got into it. But I like passing on information. I like helping people get started. I like helping people progress and learn. My channel isn't about, like, my channel isn't tutorials as much as a how it's made, not how to make it. Shiny poop is a shiny 3D poop. Oh man, I'm gonna have to check that out sometime. Yep, Guy Fieri looks exactly like me. I know, I like the spot. I like the lollipop. How old am I? I'll let you guess. I'm not insulted by any age that you put either. I promise I won't be insulted. I'm pretty comfortable with who I am. All right, let's flatten this out. Ooh, this looks good. I think it looks good. Ah, this is looking really good. No diners, drives, or anything like that. 45? No, I wish, my friend. No, add 10 years to that. I'm a speed limit. I'm an official speed limit in some places. All right, here we go. We got to pop a little hole in here. I'm not sure how this is going to look in the end. Okay, I'm not positive. I think it's going to look amazing color-wise. Let's check it with the light. What's up, Wendy? I'm not sure. I think it's kind of cool. I'm digging the color combo. It's different, that's for sure. It's definitely a different combo. Yeah, like a caramel mint, exactly. Butterscotch mint, caramel mint. I appreciate it. It's a good camera filter. It's probably all filtered. How are you? Gonna make an Orca? Not yet. I am working on the Orca because I live in the Pacific Northwest. And there are orcas all over the place. I actually live real close to the sound where the orcas are. So it's kind of one of my things I've been trying to figure out, but I gotta get the pattern right. The black and white have to be done correct or you're gonna have a problem, you know? How you doing, Wendy? Yeah, I live like 1 mile from the sound, Pacific, the Puget Sound, and there's a pod of orcas that live in like right here all the time. Jerry, thanks for all the jewels. So I like going out and checking the orcas out. I have a friend that's a professional drone pilot, and he flies out there and catches them all the time. He doesn't get close to them. He knows the law. You can't get real close to them. But he does some amazing drone video of the orcas out there. And I'm like enthralled with it. Okay, we're pulling this down. But yes, they are extremely intelligent. All right, there we go. All right, let's burn this in. Ooh, got a little steam bath. That is a fiery effect, right? Got a little steam bath there. I am doing all candy and stuff tonight. All that stuff. Candy theme. Except right after this, we are going to make a birthday cake for Mike, who is on TikTok, and a subscriber on TikTok. A subscriber on TikTok is exactly like a member on YouTube. So subscribers on TikTok and members on YouTube get a birthday cake on your birthday. It's kind of like my thank you for subscribing and being a member. Been to Whidbey Island? Yeah, so I am like 15 miles across from Whidbey Island, like on the other side. But yeah, I'm right in that area. I almost got stationed near there one time. Oh, crap. Almost covered that all the way up. Okay, we're going to bring this out. Fuse that in. Sorry, working a little slow. First couple ones are a little slow. Everything tonight is candy themed. Hi, Dragonfly. How are you? Bought a ghosties for your birthday? Oh, amazing. Wait, when was your birthday? Okay, we gotta straighten this out. There we go. September. Pop that off. Yeah, this combo is kind of cool. I normally wouldn't put these two colors together, but I kind of like it. I think it looks neat. There's the little hot end. It has a caramel and a shiny green with a seafoam green background. I'm going to try and bring it back here. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's different. It'll definitely stand out on a tree. Thank you for the happy poop, Susie. Okay, Mike, I need an answer. Pink and blue, or were those the colors or not? Let me grab pink here. There we go. Okay. So we are going to be making a quick birthday cake real quick, and then we're going to go on it from here. Then we'll go on with the candy themes. Tonight is all candy themed. Kind of like bakery too. I guess the cake is kind of candy, right? Thank you for the party hat, Brittany. Man, you guys are rocking with all the jewels. Wendy, thank you. Wandering Brian, thank you so much. Junk, thank you. Brittany, thank you again. Big shout outs for that. I super appreciate it. Ugh. That completely cracked. We might do a ribbon candy tonight. Yeah, we can do a ribbon candy tonight. Brittany, thank you. Yeah, we could definitely do ribbon candy tonight. It's all candy themed, so yeah. I should have brought the ribbon candy out. I have one sitting right nearby. So we're going to pull this pink down. I wish I could order all these glass rods in exactly the right sizes that I want and have them, but it would be so expensive. Like have multitudes of sizes and just can't do it. All right, so there's the pink broken down. Let me see if I got an incredible blue here. Nope. Nope. We're going to have to make a blue. We're going to make a quick blue. A sparkly blue. Hope you guys got a minute. Thank you, Brittany. Oh, man, thank you so much. All those jewels helped me a lot. You have no idea. Nope, I am not Guy Fieri. Or Fieri. You know, technically it's called Fieri. Yeah, Guy looks a lot like me. I get that. I fully understand he looks like me. Nope, Dave, I do not. There are plenty of people that do. I don't have a problem with the industry. Just not my thing. Oh my God, Brittany! Brittany's in the house. Look at that. Thank you so much. You stumbled into some glass blowing tonight? Okay, so what I did is I took this liquid metal glass. It looks like liquid metal. Looks like Terminator, to be honest. You ever seen Terminator 2? Looks just like that metal. And I mixed it with this blue. We're going to drill mix it up, and then we're going to turn it into a sparkly looking blue with a drill. A DeWalt drill, some molten glass, and a flame. What could go wrong, right? So you can see it all spinning like that while it's molten. Yeah, the liquid metal glass is freaking amazing. They called it Electrum. I would have preferred something else for a name, but it's their company. They can call it what they want. All right, that should do it. We're going to separate it. No more drill noises. Squishy, squishy too. You know what this feels like? Everybody keeps asking me, what does it feel like when you do this, when it's hot? So the consistency to me feels like silly putty. It feels very much like Silly Putty, the old, that little toy. Silly Putty. Have I had glass explode on me? Not really. I've had a couple tubes blow up, but not really like blow up. Now, if you took like a normal bottle, like a Coke bottle or a beer bottle and put it in the flame, hell yeah, it would blow up. It would absolutely blow up insanely bad. It's a bad situation. All right, let's pull this down into a usable glass rod. All right, that's one coat. See how it just kind of goes all shiny and liquidy like that? Let me show you a better version of this. Now you can see how liquidy it looks? Like liquid metal. We're going to do one more run. I thought I wasn't going to do another run of it, but we are going to drill mix one more batch. I'm so sorry. I know this part can be boring for people. But I want to get this color right. So we're going to take it and drill mix it one more time. We'll use a big flame. I'll do a little entertainment there. Jerry, thank you so much for the high five. Thank you so much for all the jewels. Power tools and molten glass. I know, right? What could go wrong? All right, I think we're good. See, the scary part right there is if that glass rod snaps, it's going to go flying right at your face. You got to be super careful with it. It'd make a good short video, right? Colleen, thank you so much. Jayhawk, thank you so much for the jewels. You guys are rocking with these jewels. I really appreciate it. I'm not kidding. I really, really appreciate those. No, it doesn't drip. Watch, I'll get this super hot. So this glass is borosilicate, Pyrex. You know how normal glass drips hella fast? So this will be right about 3,000 degrees right now, okay? This will be 3,000 roughly. We're gonna bring it out, and that's about as much as it goes. chicken strips. Now that's a funny ass name. Chicken strips. I love it. See, it barely drips. So this glass is completely different than like a glass on a Coke bottle or a beer bottle or wine bottle, especially wine bottle. Totally different. That glass melts at a much, much, much lower temperature. And that will drip like crazy. This one, not so much. So the main principle behind this glass is its ability to be chemically resistant. It's impervious to most substances. And then its ability to withstand a 900-degree thermal shock. Sorry. So it can shift 900 degrees without cracking. All right. Damn it. Sorry, I don't mean to clear my throat and the mic. That's freaking bad. I apologize. I just can't help it at the moment. All right, so this is the, oh my God, Jess, thank you so much for all the jewels. Oh my God, thank you. Holy crow. What are you guys, in a jewel contest? You're amazing. Look at that shimmer. So that is the shimmer right there. That's what I was creating. That metallic-y blue right there. I love that color. Tried knife forging? I haven't tried it yet. I would love to try knife forging. I wouldn't be very good at it, I don't think. I just want to try it. Yeah, the durability is pretty amazing, but it's the thermal shift. The thermal shift that makes this glass super unique. Oh my God, Jess! Thank you. Nate. Nate's in the game now. Nate, thank you so much. And here we go. We're going to pull this down. And here we go. Thank you, Nate. That's awesome. Yeah, this is an incredible shimmer glass. So it is able to be diluted by a lot. This is the only problem with making color. My arms can only go so far before I can't go any further. But there it is right there. Nate! Oh my God, Nate. Official Starstruck. Thank you so much. Or Strickstruck. Thank you. Wow. I gotta make sure I got that right. Starstruck. Strix. It's going so fast I can't even see it. Thank you, Official. Official Starstruck. Okay, it slowed down for a second. All right, so we're gonna make right now, this is called a birthday cake. For YouTube, it would be a member. For TikTok, it is a subscriber. And when you are a subscriber or a member for 3 months, or you have a 3-month or greater subscription, I make you a birthday cake on your birthday. Wandering Brian, thank you so much. William, thank you. Wow, William's in the game too. Wow, you guys are amazing. Holy crap. What's up, Jojo? On TikTok. So yeah, when you are a member or a subscriber on TikTok or a member on YouTube and you have a 3-month subscription or greater, then I will make you a birthday cake on your birthday. It's kind of like my thank you. And Wendy, if we did not make you a birthday cake, we need to do something, because that's not okay if you didn't get that. I don't remember if we did or didn't. Yes, Jingles, that is the marble from last night. I will show you. It is gorgeous. So right now we're doing the birthday cake. We're going to do it out of solid blue. I'm going to change it up a little bit. Occasionally I make them a little different. We're going to use some blue, we're going to use some pink, and we're going to make some organic choices here. So right now I'm building up the bulk for the glass. It's kind of like the batter, if you will. Wandering, thank you for the high five. Wandering Brian. William, thank you for the Sundays. Thank you all. Made my night hella better. It's been a rough day today. I try not to complain when I come on here, but it's been a rough damn day. How will I know it's my birthday in 3 months later? There's just too many people? No. I actually get a report of who is a member and who is a subscriber and for how long. So if you were to sign up, I know how long you've been a member and or how long your membership is for. So no, it's not a problem. I've got that all figured out. Yeah, it might be cosmic. You sent a gift too? Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the gift. Okay, so this is getting a little short, getting hot. All right, can't do it anymore. Gonna have to put an attachment on. William! Thank you so much for all those jewels, William. All right, we got to put a little attachment down here. Thank you. Man, you're making my day hella better. My night, day. Yeah, it's been a rough day. But no way in hell I'm not going to get on live stream. This is like my peaceful area. Being on live is totally relaxing for me. Okay, so we're going to bring it down. Okay, a little bit more, and I think we'll have enough of this, what I call the batter. So this is a birthday cake. We're doing all candy theme and food theme tonight. Maybe I'll make another donut. Who doesn't like donuts, right? Celestial Sphere. Thank you. That's actually a cool name too. I like that. Celestial Sphere. Move that way over there. Nope, that is silver. All right, we got a little gold. We're going to throw some gold on this. This is a birthday cake, so... Oh my God, Wendy! A galaxy globe. Oh. That was freaking awesome. Yeah, this is going to be a birthday cake. It's a pretty fun item. Okay, we got a little gold on here. We're going to transfer the gold via the flame onto this cobalt blue. And here we go. It's just a little bit left in here. All right, so what's going to happen is there's a little tiny chunk of gold on this rod. The flame is going to superheat that gold almost to a vapor. And that vapor is going to get carried by the flame all the way over to this blue nugget up here. And those vapors are going to basically gold plate this blue. The process is technically called fuming, but you can think of it as just vaporizing pure gold or gold plating or anything like that. But technically it's called fuming. Fuming sounds like it's angry though. Doesn't it? Sounds like it's angry fuming. It's fuming. Yeah, this is the marble from last night. Look at that thing. Can you see all the the colors bouncing off of it? That thing is just outstanding. And then there is the gold plate. Remember how I said it was going to plate it with gold? That is pure gold on there. And that is the fuming process like that. Very golden, right? Cool as hell. Okay, next step, we got to sandwich this gold in here. So we're going to stripe it down. That's some angry glass right there. So we're going to trap this gold. Everywhere I put this glass rod, the gold is going to get trapped. Where I don't put it, it is not going to be trapped. It's going to disappear. I don't want to gold plate the whole thing. I just want these little fine, beautiful stripes. So we're just coming through. And striping down. Jesse, thank you so much. Thank you for the happy poop. Happy poop. That's like Fritz. Fritz loves his happy poops. Fritz is all happy today, though. He just got out of doggy daycare. It's not really doggy daycare. It's more of a place where he can go play with other dogs, and it's a safe zone for him. It's like a group of 30 dogs that get to hang out together. And it's at a location called Doggy Woods. They do actually have a YouTube channel that's pretty amazing. They're called Doggy Woods. So if you happen to see their channel, I would give them a follow. Doggy Woods. Yeah, like a play date. Okay, so now we got all this striped around. See, we just striped everything down. Next step, we got to twist this up. Did I make the light behind me? Yes, I did. Yeah, that was a project that was like a 6-month project where I went in and made it kind of like one part at a time over 6 months. I wasn't trying to do it all at once. I just made a few pieces here and there. So for that one, I hung a big chain off my rafters. And then I just kept adding parts to it over 6 months. That was in my big warehouse. It was a fun project. But it wasn't, I wasn't trying to accomplish it all at once. Okay, so there we are. Yeah, Fritz was zooming a little bit, but now he's tired. All right, I'm gonna try recording here. Okay. Okay, so the next step, we're gonna take this and we're gonna shrink it down into the cake size, and I'm gonna twist all this up. So we're gonna compress and twist. Did you pull them from a crucible? Yeah, that is crucible. That is not this. Lamp work. Thank you. Have a good night, all right? Yeah, that's a crucible pull. That's back when I had a big, 10,000 square foot warehouse. I don't have that anymore. I like keeping it small. Okay, so we're going to take this, twist it up, and push it together. Let's go for it. Celestial, thank you. The Cromwell, thank you so much for the jewels. Is it Delip? Delip? I'm sorry, I messed it up. Thank you so much for the jewels. Did I go by a different name for what? Yeah, the jewels are very nice. I appreciate it. Thank you. What's up, Heather? We are multi-streaming too, so sometimes you'll hear me shouting out at TikTok as well. Okay, so we're pushing this together. Now you can see all that color is spiraled up in there now. There it is, very visible like that. Next step is to flatten it out. Make sure we're all good. Yeah, we are good. So I'm going to show you what my glasses look like, what I see, and how I can see into the fire or the flame. So my glasses have a lens like this on there, except one extra coating. So take this, and you're gonna see me drop this in the fire, and I'm gonna bring it over. So that is how I see the world. Any tricks to fuming gold? We've gone through a quarter ounce, try and get it right. Yeah, there are lots of tricks. Flame chemistry is incredibly important. There we go. You can message me privately, and I can help you a little bit. But see, that's the difference. That's what my glasses do. Totally different view, right? All right, I got to smash this down. So that's how I can see into the fire and what I'm doing, because I don't see, like right now, that flame looks like you can't see anything, but I can see the piece in the flame perfectly. So we're going to bring it over and just smash it down a little. There. Almost looks like you're starting a Hershey Kiss or something. Like a Hershey Kiss. There we go. Yeah, glasses make all the difference, but the drawback is if I put them on the live stream, then all anybody sees is purple. You miss everything else. So next step is we're going to flatten this end out too. Wendy, thank you so much for the coral. Janae, thank you for the love you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get this flattened out. We are going to be, I'm making what's called a birthday cake. So on TikTok, if you're a subscriber, and YouTube, if you're a member, once you hit the 3-month mark of being a member or subscriber on TikTok, you're entitled to get a birthday cake on your birthday. So that's what I'm doing right now. One of my subscribers on TikTok, it's their birthday cake. So there we are. We got the cake part made. So that's what we're doing right now. And you get to pick between 2 colors. It's kind of a neat little thing because you get to decide the colors that you want, which makes it super nice. All right, we're looking good. So I'm going to bring it out and show you the colors that are happening with this now. So we added some extra goodies to it. Thank you for the thumbs up, Jules. User. I hate it when it says that, user. Look at those colors starting to bounce through. There we go. So that will be a gold pink when it cools off. But look without it. See? Magic. And then there's the front. Magic. Yeah, it's magic. Okay, we got to add the accents on here. So we're going to use this pink. When it cools off, when all this is cooled off, the colors will look fantastic together. Right now, it's not going to look like it will when it's cooled off. There is icing ribbon number 1. And we're going to come through and do ribbon number 2. What's nice is that pattern that's under here will look completely underneath it. It's going to look really cool. I'm just going to set that there for now. I'm going to need it again. Okay, so there are the little icing ribbons around it. Then we're going to grab some just straight up cobalt and make a candle. Bring it out. Bring it down. I'm going to stretch this out just a little bit. But I got to make it look like it's dripping wax. Yeah, I like the birthday candles always drip wax. And we're going to take this pink and create a flame. So now we got the little birthday candle flame. And last little bit, I'm gonna add some blue dots all the way around this with the sparkly looking blue. I wanna add a little bit of character to it. Party dots. We'll just call them party dots. Okay, one there. A little bit more. That should do it. I think that looks good. Yeah, little polka dots. It just adds a little character to it. I'm going to bring out the light source so you can see it kind of lit up. You can see all the pattern in the inside down there on top, through the sides. I can't bend it too much. I'm not a Gumby, but yeah, it looks good. Yeah, you'll be able to see the swirl on the side, correct. So now we just heat it and flatten. Yep, and that's it. I can only hold it sideways. I can't hold it straight up and down. It'll slip out of the candle. But that is the birthday cake. All right, that one is now done. Time to make some candy. Put that off to the side. All right, let's make a candy ornament. I want to do the candy wrapper, like the candy with the wrapper. So let's make a candy wrapper. This is actually a multicolor, like little popsicle thing with the uranium glass. So this has a little bit of uranium in it, Lollipop. So this does have uranium. All right, let's do a candy wrapper. We're gonna actually make it out of blue with some white. No, let's do blue and caramel. Corley's. Yeah, let's do an absolute candy ornament. More amber purple? Yeah, we'll do some amber purple. I'm gonna do white with amber purple. Yeah, I love uranium glass. Uranium glass is so much fun to work with. Absolutely love uranium glass. All right, so we're gonna bunch this up and then we're gonna add we're gonna do caramel butterscotch on here, I think. Although it may not show up as well. No, let's just do white. We'll do a white to keep it basic. So this should look like a peppermint candy in blue and white. And it's going to have the wrapper on both ends, like the cellophane wrapper. What's up from Dallas, Texas? What's up? How you doing? All right, we just have to bring it out just a little bit. Okay, we're going to separate it here. Yeah, we are dual streaming. Multi-stream. What's up, Tori? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, kind of like the Italian version. But made here. And, oh, I got a little white right here. We'll do that. Should be enough. Okay, so we're just going to add some stripes to it. Going to float this all the way around. And one more. Got room for one more. Okay, so we have the stripes all the way around. Okay, now the front is completely discombobulated. So first things first, we got to get a spiral on there. So that is the first mission. Put a little spiral on it. And if you have any glass questions, don't hesitate to ask in chat. I try and pick up on it. And usually the mods will help me out as well. But yeah, if you have glass blowing questions or glass sculpting, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, so we're going to punty up here. No, you didn't miss the whole thing. I got lots going on. The lollipop is not sold. Correct, not. All right, so we're spinning it up now. All right, Jenny, just send me a message. Thank you. All right, so we spun everything up. Okay, now we got spiral running all the way around. Next step is to bring this spiral in the front here, bring it all front and center. Basically bring it down to a termination that looks really good. Like that. Wow, it's putting out some epic steam out of the bottle today, or the water bucket bottle. I have zeros on my Etsy store right now. You are welcome to purchase zero. If you want this particular one, you can have this one too. I think there are a few zeros still on the Etsy. All right, we got to spin this up. And that zero does actually hang. If you put the ribbon right in the ears, it works perfect. I like it sitting, but it will hang. All right, so we're going to bring this down. Like that. So there is kind of like a barrel. Now, technically, you could put wrappers on this and make it look like a candy too. But I want this to be the peppermint style. Celestial sphere. Thank you so much for the jewels. Is there a hotter gas you can work with? Yes. The hotter gas is called propylene. It's a chemoline and propane mix. Propane and chemoline. Propylene. It will crank up about another 500 degrees. Not much, but enough to get you a little bit extra punch. So it'll take it up to about 4,500 degrees. And you don't want to go any hotter than that or you're going to start melting your torch. All right, so there is spiral flattened out like that. We're going to bring it out. Hopefully you can start to see the color spiraling around. And I need a punty. Oh, perfect. All right, so we got this all terminated. Now the last spot is to flatten this out too. So we're going to take this down, flatten it, and then we're going to put the wrapper, the candy wrapper on it. I know it does look kind of like a Hershey Kiss right now. Hey, Kiss. Cass. Everything starts out looking like that. Just got to get it hot enough, bring it over. Give it a little push. Thank you. Celestial, thank you so much. Data Secure, thank you so much for the jewels. Appreciate you. I know. Thank you, Betty. Yeah, I like the lollipop too. I'm definitely going to have to probably implement that this year. All right, so now we got the candy spiral right there. So this is going to kind of look like the candy spirals, peppermint swirls. Okay, next step. We are going to add in candy wrappers. This is like my favorite part right here. I like making the candy wrapper more than the candy. I have no idea why, but I do. Okay, so first step is we're going to add a blob on here. I do need to grab my flatteners though. I'm going to flatten it just a little. Like that. Okay, so there is kind of like a little flat spot. This is where it turns into a wrapper though. Not the Tupac kind. So we flatten it and then give it a little twist like that. See? Nice little twisty to it. So now we got a cellophane wrapper on there. We're going to do it to the other side. Hopefully that pops off. Ah, perfect. Okay, and then we're going to add the little cellophane wrapper to the other side. Create some candy magic. Again, just flatten it a little bit. Then just basic needle nose pliers, okay? Nothing special, just needle nose pliers. Give it a little twist. And now we have candy wrapper all the way around. I'm going to put a little hook on it so this one will hang. Yeah, it's just a cool little item. Just something different. Now, I don't like this hook on here normally, but once you put the ribbon through here to hang it from, I always like to use a ribbon. It hides the hook and then the candy sticks out. Like the candy will show up so much better when you have a ribbon attached to this. Let me just separate. Like that. Now we got a hanging candy. What do y'all think? Different? I like it. I like just having different items. From the side, it looks kind of cool. It's just different. All right, let's do a lollipop since everybody's asking about it. King, thank you so much for the super chat. I think that's called the super chat. I'm not so familiar with the gifts and stuff on here, but thank you for that super chat. That's fire. Keep it up. I try to keep it up. Yeah, I'm going to add the lollipop for sure. Okay, so we're going to do the lollipop. I'm going to do not as many colors. We're going to do, I don't have all the colors up here, so we're going to have it limited. But it'll look good. I just don't know if I want to do white for the stem anymore. I think it'd look better in clear. That might be your favorite human. I appreciate that. Honestly, my goal is to be a good human. That is my goal in life, to be a good human being. Let's try it with the clear. Did I sell the jellyfish? Nope, that is sitting right behind me. Well, over there. It's right up on the middle shelf, right next to the book. You can kind of see it up there. No, if it was a lightsaber, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be out doing some naughty stuff with it. Lucky lady. Lucky ladybug. Thank you for the flower. Flower jewels. You like the white stick? Yeah, all right. Well, we'll try it with the white. Just adds a lot to the cost. But we'll do it with the white. We'll see. Jackie, thank you for the "You're Awesome" and the roses. Okay, we're going to bring it down. Like that. I made this way too big. That's too long. I'm going to have to trim it down a hair. It's too much glass on here. Too much. So give me 1 second. We're going to trim it down. Premium. Thank you so much for the party hat. I appreciate that. Yeah, the jellyfish is up there. The jellyfish is actually really cool. I try to change what's on my bench all the time. Like this is uranium glass right here. This is a uranium glass marble. We're going to throw some uranium on this lollipop, though. We are going to throw uranium on there. There, that's better. So the uranium glass, it's going to be hard to see, but you can kind of see it popping. It's right in this zone. You can kind of see it popping up in there. I am selling the jellyfish, yes. Okay, bring it out. And all right, first step is we got to add the white. It is not on my Etsy account. Just message me about it. So we're going to add white in here first. And then we will add color in between all of these stripes. And I think I have to separate it into two. Yep, that was a good call. Okay, so we have white all the way around. Yeah, we're doing glass candy making right now. Everything is candy themed tonight. All candy. All right, I'm going to use this pink that we have sitting here, first color. So we're going to bring it down. I'm going to see how many colors we can throw on this thing. Let's add the green. Add the green over here where there's a bigger space. And what other color do I have sitting here? We got red. Let's add the red. We're going to go right in between here. Now the red isn't going to show up right away. This is the one color that won't be visible for a while. The red goes completely transparent when it's first put on and laid down, and then it will come back to red later. But for the moment, it is not visible. We're going to add some orange. Going to go right there. This is the hard part, coming up with like 20 different colors all at once. So we still got to keep adding color. Goodness, googly goo goo. So I do have a red that'll show up really fast. Hold on one second. Let me go over this red one more time. So this red is a little different variation of the last one I just used. But this one will show up in a minute. So right there, keep your eye right there. It looks very transparent. Keep your eye right in the middle. Watch the middle. And at about 3, 2, 1, the red is going to start reappearing. Like that. Total trip. All right, let's add some yellow. Okay, we got to do yellow. Actually, I'm going to park the yellow right between the red and pink. Okay, if I was uranium, I would be right there. So the next trip is the uranium glass. You can see it glowing right there. So this is full-blown uranium glass. Total uranium. We're going to add the uranium. Just like magic, I know. Right there. Okay, I need one more color. Damn it. Oh, we got this cool ass blue that we did earlier. We'll use this one. Okay, so we got color everywhere around here. Let's turn it into a lollipop. Let's go. Lollipop time. This is way too much. I gotta pull so much of this off here. Made it way too big. Boy, the StreamBeats music is just going pretty awesome tonight. Kaylee, thank you for the flower. Thank you for the jewels. Those jewels are awesome. That helps my stream a tremendous amount. Yeah, I didn't know those jewels were like making the stream take off. So I appreciate it. I know, right, Red Squeak? Okay, so we have all that color terminated right to the front here. That's what creates that nice spiral in there. Thank you. Thank you, Curtis. Yeah, I'm just having fun. You know, I love having fun on here. This is my happy place. How warm do you get? I don't. It's actually cold as hell right now. It's not warm. Believe it or not, it is not warm. I mean, look how close I can get to the torch. Mad Hatter, thank you for the clapping seal. Nope, I can't do that, Ox. I'm not going to do that. I do it briefly here and there, but not for like permanently on the stream. But I will temporarily show you what my glasses do. So this material is just like my glasses. Watch this. There. See the difference? Like that. Okay, I can't hold that long. It's hot. That's some hot stuff there. Vanessa, thank you for the jewels. I missed a few people here. Mike, thank you for the jewels. I couldn't see the first part. J-Dubs, thank you. DBZ, thank you. Okay, I got to blow this out real quick. Hold on. I'm losing my place here. Sweet Pea! Oh my God, thank you so much. Holy crap. Sweet Pea, thank you so much. 1970. You and me. If that's your year, you and me. Alexis, thank you for the jewels. Thank you. Are you a 70 child? I hope so. Okay, so we got to melt this down so we get it into that lollipop shape. You don't use gloves. So like if I'm doing a monstrous piece, I will use gloves from the radiating heat. But I choose not to use gloves because I don't have a tactile feel of the glass. Sweet Pea, you're a speed limit too. I always tell people I'm a speed limit right now. This is Boro. Okay, see that little spiral there? Oh my God, that looks amazing. Looks like a hot air balloon too. See, this is the problem. I always get to this part and I see this and I always want to make it a hot air balloon. But that's not the mission. That is not the current assignment. Actually, I did get a glass kit when I was a kid. My mom started glass blowing when I was 2 years old. So I grew up with it. So to answer you, yes. My mom encouraged me to play with fire as a child. Can you believe that? Alexis, thank you for all the jewels. Okay, let's pop this in. If you buy a Zero online and you decide you want to have it made on live stream, you can always message me. Yeah, Mom was awesome. All right, I got to trim this down. I got to bring this and trim it into the lollipop. I don't know how much the lollipop is yet. It's probably going to be in the 35 range, somewhere around there. All right, this is the hard part right here. I got to get this spiral looking just right. All right, got that part. We need to flatten it. All right, I think it looks good. So there is spiral number 2. So this is why I like doing this style, because both sides of this ornament have a spiral on there. So it doesn't matter how you're looking at it, it always stands out. All right, let's put the lollipop on it first, and then we'll put a hook on there. The little stem on here. Let me just take it and pop it off. Boom. Magic. Make sure we're nice and centered. Okay. Now we just have to put a hook on it. Got to hook it up. There. There. Now we got little lollipop. Now all the colors will come in a hell of a lot better when it cools off. Yeah, it's definitely a cute little item. I definitely like that. Use a safety razor? What for? All right, I gotta drink something here. This is my go-to iced tea. It is freaking dry throat season or something. I'm sorry about doing that on stream. Oh, white Christmas. Yeah, it's speaking of white Christmas tree, let me grab a couple ornaments real quick. 1 second. Be right back. So I got a couple different ornaments that we are implementing this year. Definitely moving forward on it. It is sweet tea. Hell yeah. So this is the ribbon candy. I love this thing. This is like one of my favorite ornaments. Doesn't that look like actual ribbon candy? Like your grandma's crap? I think it does. So that is the ribbon candy. We'll park that up there. There. And then we got the white Christmas tree. I know it looks edible. There's the white Christmas tree ornament this year. I like this one. I'm running out of room to put stuff here. And then the green one with and without a package. So this one has the little package underneath, little birthday present, and then this one like that. And these do have uranium, little uranium dots on them. You can see them glowing right there. A few of them. So some of the ornaments are glow in the dark. Yeah, Red Squeak, you got an amazing one. Let's do a ribbon candy. What do y'all say? Want to do a ribbon candy? Let's do a ribbon candy. Do I have any Troutman art glass stashed away? What do you mean? Troutman color? Yes. So sorry. Damn it. I apologize. I do not mean to clear my throat there. The big marble from last night, yes. This is one of the marbles from last night, right there. So this is it. I'll just park it up close. I'm not going to hold it in front of the camera because it's too hard. And I just blinded the hell out of myself. But there is the marble from last night. You can see all the swirls coming through it. It's a pretty piece. Okay, ribbon candy. So we're going to make the ribbon candy. Is it possible to make a glowing lollipop? Yes. It is possible to make a glowing lollipop. Make sure I got enough super red here. I do. Okay. Let's make a ribbon candy. I'm going to try it a little different right now. Thank you, Dragonfly. So I got to give a big shout out to my moderators. We got Dragonfly, we got Red Squeak. Dragonfly Creation, Red Squeak. I don't know if Groves is on. Lucky Lex, Cruising. Have the best mod squad on the planet. Candy cane. Yeah, we can do a candy cane after the ribbon candy for sure. I haven't done bubblegum. Bubblegum would be kind of fun. Okay, let's flatten this. So I'm going to try it a little different this year. Just this one in particular. So normally I do a white base under this, but I want to see if I can get it more transparent. So if I do it on clear, I'm hoping I can get a little bit more transparency through the glass. So how did I do these colors here? All right. I'm hoping. No. Let's do the green first. So we're going to do some stripes on it. No, do not know guru glass. Okay, we're going to come all the way to the outside. So we got stripes of green running down. Next, we're going to do white. Oh, I can make candy hella small. I do a lot of small tree stuff, for sure, Katrina. Yep, I definitely make some small tree stuff. It doesn't really change the price. In fact, making it super small can make it very difficult to make, but we could definitely accommodate. Yeah, unfortunately, making it small doesn't mean that it's cheaper. I wish it did, but it just means it is small. Okay, so we're going to add the red. We're making a ribbon candy real quick. I'm trying it in a different method here. I'm hoping it looks just as good, but if not, then I know that I can't do it that way. Ooh, that got a little scary. Okay, so we got all the stripes running around there. Now that red is going to start to show up really intense right there. So as I'm making it, the red is going to disappear and then it's going to come back. So when you're watching this, again, the color is going to disappear and then it will come back. What's the worst thing that can happen with what? This job? Yeah, steady hands. I've had people that have had Parkinson's do this. There are many different ways to deal with shaky hands. So like the guy that did the Parkinson's, I taught him to lock his elbows down like this, and then his hands and arms were straight. So there are many different ways to do things. Yeah, smaller is a pain in the butt, but it's worth it. All right, so we're going to make the ribbon candy real quick. So the next step is I have to stretch this thing way out. I may not have used enough glass here. We're going to find out very shortly. I might not have used enough. Yeah, we're going to find out. Now look how long this piece is, and watch how small it gets when we start to make the ribbon candy. It's going to get so tiny. And here we go. Just going to start bending. Now the trick is you got to get these bends done, but you can't let them touch. If they touch each other, this piece will definitely crack. So you got to make all these little bends in here. But again, you can't let them touch each other. I'm going to have very open spiral here, and then I'll tighten it up as we get done closer to the end here. Okay, I got a job cut out for me. I got to straighten this thing out. It is really wonky. All right, got a mission. It's all over the place. Yeah, glass can be very, very touchy. So I'm just straightening this whole thing out right now. It got a little sideways on me. All right, we're pretty close. Last little bit. I think I got it pretty close now. Just this one gap right here. All right, now we'll just put a hook on it and call it done. That is kind of like melting candy. It did touch in one spot. Watch. See that one? There's one little spot right there where it touched, right underneath the hook. But there's a fix for that. And that took care of that. Yeah, I'm actually debating on sending warning labels with these. And I'm not kidding. I am debating on warning labels. Do not eat the glass candy. Do not give it near kids. But yeah. Now look at it. That's what I'm talking about right there. You get that really cool look to it. I actually like it. I don't think I need the white base underneath it. I like this a lot better. I definitely didn't make it big enough originally, though. If I had to do it over again right now, I would make it a little bit bigger and pull more off. I didn't have enough room. There. And there we go. Got a little ribbon candy. So someone had asked about the jellyfish. Okay. So this is the jellyfish that we had done. The little crazy jelly. I'm going to pop it right there just for a minute. I'm not going to leave it there. But I love this thing, how it lights up with the uranium glass. And that is the little jellyfish. No, I didn't use any uranium on that. Yeah, I love this guy. And then the top is amazing. Look at that. It has that iridescence on it on the top. Gonna park this guy back up. Yeah, I like that jellyfish. And then, so this is what I've been debating. I talked about it last night. I was thinking about redoing one of these, but instead of this part here being the claws, I'm thinking of putting wings on the side. So I'm thinking about doing another one, and then we'll make this part wings coming off of it instead of a claw. Like wings. I think that would look cool. What do you think? Claw or wings? I think wings would look good coming off here. Like dragon wings. I don't know. I'm really debating on doing that. Yeah, I think wings would be cool. I have never made a pineapple. The earbuds I'm using right now are Fat Freak. Normally I have my Theo audio in, or my 64 audio. I love IEMs. They're like my favorite. But right now I have the Fat Freak because they are super light. Fat Freak IEMs are amazing for the light version of it. The earbuds I'm using they're called Fat Freak, and it's FREQ, I believe. FREQ. Fat Freak. Well, shit. I think I have them here. Nope, I don't. Grab my... Yep, here they are. There. That is my Fat Freaks. They're called the Deuce. I don't like that name, but there it is on the back. You can contact them if you want, fatfreak.com. They're amazing. They're very light. But my favorite IEM is the 64 audio. They're called the U4S. Yeah, the jellyfish is like, I need to make another one. Zachary, have a good night. I appreciate you hanging out. All right, we're going to do a little bit of we're going to do just a normal peppermint swirl ornament, but we're going to throw on some unique color to it. Yep, I could make a slightly bigger jellyfish in pink. Yes, we could definitely do pink. Okay, let me see if I have any gold left on this thing. Nope, that is silver. Where did I put my gold? I think I put the gold in here. All right, we're going to try. I think I got a tiny bit of gold left on this. We're going to throw some gold on here, if I do. I do sell everything, yes. You can even buy my washer and dryer if you want. I'll sell you that. Cheap. Okay. I'm going to see if I have any gold left. I have a tiny bit. I'm going to see how much gold I can get off this. So we got the clear. All right. This is a process called gold fuming. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, we're about to do some pinky. This is probably my favorite pink. Oh, it's fuming. We got enough gold. Woo! I love gold. So what I did right there is I vaporized pure gold onto it. And now we have a golden color. Now, when I start adding clear and stuff, it's actually going to go pink. Okay, right now you see that very gold reflection. I'm going to try and shine it through. No, it's not going to show. This will be a very light pink when I get done. It's a beautiful pink. Let's get it done. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool as hell. This is where, this is exotic fun right here. Okay, the trick on this though is I cannot let the flame touch the gold right now. If the flame hits the gold, it will burn the gold off, just like I burned it on. So I have to encase this without letting the actual tube hit the flame. A little bit of balance right here. And one more. And then we're going to add some white. We're going to try the white on this too. It should technically make the white turn pink in one direction. So what's going to happen, it's going to sound strange, but we're going to add white. So the white is going to trap the pink on there. The outside will remain white, but the transparent through the glass is going to be pink. So on the outside it'll be white, but when you see it through the opposite direction, it will be pink. So we're going to get two colors off of this. Just going to stripe all the way around here. Okay, we're gonna have to cut the flame down. It's getting pretty close. Getting hot as hell, real like that. Okay, so like I said, what's gonna happen here? Everywhere you see the white, so if you see the white on this end, when you look at it from the opposite end, you will see pink. So sorry. My apologies. Okay, so we're gonna bring this out and we're gonna spin it up. After this, we'll do the candy cane. Yep. We'll make an amazing candy cane. We're gonna make an amazing candy cane. Okay, here we go. Spin her up. Dump this in for a little sizzle. Little steam bath there. Oh, I don't like clearing my throat on live stream. I think I feel like it's rude. What's popping? The molten glass going into water. Have a good night then. All right, so now we got a nice cool little spiral at the end. And we're gonna spin it up. That's my Italian. I'm not Italian, but it is what it is. Okay, so the first thing is we got to shrink it down a little bit and thicken the walls up, and then we're going to blow this open. Going to open it up a little. Almost there. I think this is going to actually look pretty damn cool. All right. So now I just have to flatten that front out. Woo. I love it. Look at all those colors bouncing through. Now, when you see the white there, on the opposite side, it'll be pink. So it looks white there. Behind it, it's going to be pink. No, you don't wear any gloves. The torch isn't hot, see? Not hot. Like that. The equipment's not hot. I haven't really been burnt that much. I've gotten tiny little burns, but not a lot. More like annoying bug bite, pesky burns. All right, we got to pop a little hole in this. This is so it can breathe and let me finish the rest of the item. So without that hole, I would not be able to finish this item. there has to be a place for the hot air to escape. Without that, it doesn't have a chance. All right, so we're going to burn it off here and create another spiral. No, the heat does not conduct through the glass. Glass does not conduct heat. It's an excellent insulator, horrible conductor. Yeah, it's not a good material for conducting heat. Not good at all. So now we're going to burn this off. And while I'm doing that, I am going to spin this up and create another spiral on the opposite side. You know, one of the mistakes I used to make when I was trying to do a lot of work like this, and my mom used to warn me about it. For those of you who don't know, my mom's the one that taught me this profession. Overheating, like trying to get too aggressive with the flame, is not a good thing. Sometimes it's better to use a little bit of a cooler flame and just let it melt on its own. Don't try and get it all super aggressive. So now we got a little spiral right there. Katrina, I like explaining. So my live stream is about how it's made, not how to make it, if that makes any sense. Yep, borosilicate. So I'm trying to do a how it's made type of stream, not how to make it. But I do like explaining the process and what goes behind all the items as we go through. That looks awesome. Wolfie Red, thank you for the jewels. I got something to show you. Are you a wolf collector? You like wolves? I happen to have one of the best looking blown glass wolves on the planet. I have an amazing glass wolf standing by. Borosilicate, commonly referred to as Pyrex. Yeah, so Pyrex is a brand, not a type, but a lot of people don't know that. They consider Pyrex a type of glass, but technically it is called borosilicate. And it is Pyrex is a brand, a very good one now. They've upped their game. Their glass for a while was pretty crappy, to be honest. But they just redid everything. And I just got done using some, and it's gotten a lot better again. But for a while, it was pretty crappy. Yes, I made the chandelier behind me. I don't even have to fix this. It is awesome. It's already straight. I don't even have to adjust it. Okay, now if I did this correctly, we should have multiple colors running through it. The WRX shop. Thank you. I love WRXs. One of the best cars on the planet. Look at that color now. I don't know if you can see how pink that is. Can you see the pink in it? It is definitely pinky, but a cool pink. Yeah, that has an amazing color combo to it. Yeah, that's actually elegant. Now that piece sitting on a tree will actually pop out a lot. All right, I said I would do a candy cane, so let's make an incredible candy cane. What do y'all say? It's not complicated. Candy canes are super simple. We're going to actually do a little bit, we're going to approach the candy cane a little bit different. So that's why I put this up here. That was going to pop. Yep, I will show the wolf in just a second. I had to get this melted off real quick. I'm running out of room up here. So this is the wolf. And I like doing animals out of clear because you can add a lot of detail. Look how elegant that looks in clear. You carve out all the little details in it and it just looks amazing there. Doesn't that look good? When you can add all the little fur impressions by just changing the light source on it. Yeah, that's the wolf. Yeah, the zero is absolutely, that's a new item this year. Thank you, Mom, Stephen of Sam. Thank you, Red Squeak. I don't have a horse. I will probably never have a horse. I have a horse malfunction. I cannot make a horse to save my life. I have no idea why I cannot make a horse. But they've never turned out. They've never, ever, ever turned out. It's kind of depressing. It's the one thing I can't make very well. They always come out looking like Doberman pinchers. Yep, I definitely made the zero. We just got done making one last night. If you purchase one of the zeros and you want to see it made on live stream, we can make your zero on live. I don't mind making an item on live stream. Yeah, I don't know why. I just can't get the horse down. I would like to, but I just can't. All right, we're going to separate this a little bit. Then we're going to make this into a cool-ass candy cane. The UV rods behind me is uranium glass. It is just uranium. Pure, straight up uranium. Little Homer Simpson vibe there. No, I don't have any museum stuff. I'm not that type of glass person. I've always wanted to get my glass out into the public, the mass. I don't want it to go to some rich people or I don't know. I like to have my glass out in the public. Yeah, I'm not looking to make a museum piece or anything like that. Okay, so we're preheating all this. We're actually going to make a candy cane right now. We're going to actually use uranium on it. So this is a stick of uranium glass. You can see it kind of glowing right there in front of the little mini black light. So that is uranium. We're going to use uranium on it. GM Meyer, thank you so much for the jewels. GM, I'm going to call you GM. It's easier for me. I'm dyslexic as hell. GM, I appreciate you for the happy poops. Who doesn't like a happy poop, right? All right, so let's do some uranium. So this candy cane will have a uranium spiral to it. Which is an awesome little addition to things. Now, unfortunately, the uranium, when it's super hot, does not glow. Because the atoms are all activated and it won't glow. What's up, Steven? Thank you for the laughing, what is that? Laughing disco. How the hell could you not like laughing disco? I need to check that out. No, my gas bill is not actually bad. No, gas bill is actually pretty okay. Okay, so we got uranium in here. Let's add in some white. So we're going to do white next. And here we go. We're going to add the white. Coming through. And here we go. I don't think I want to do red on this. I think we'll just do green, the shimmer green, because I think the red and the uranium won't go very well. Thank you for the marshmallow, Justin. Thank you. All right, here we go. And a big shout out to all my moderators for taking care of everything. I really appreciate you. They're all amazing. I am going to add a little red to it. I don't care. I got just a little bit. We're going to add a little red to it. It's going to be a lot of color. This candy cane is going to have a hell of a lot. I know, Red Squeak. Okay. Where's a blank spot? Right there. Actually, I'm going to put a little red over the white. Why the hell not? Go to the opposite side and put it here. Okay, this thing has a ton of color on it. I actually lost track of all the color. So I'm done adding stuff to it. We're just gonna have to pull it to a candy cane. So we got a bunch of different colors bouncing through it. Definitely has the uranium though. So now we just have to spin this up. And let's do it. And here we go, we're off. Well, I think we're actually going to get 2 candy canes out of this. Be a match set for color. Okay, we're going to grab it and pull it off here. So one will be a little bit smaller than the other, but that's okay. Park this in the kiln temporarily. We'll get the larger one done first. So we got a nice little twist going on. And here we go. This is the easy part. Let gravity do all the work. There. Got a happy dandy little candy cane going. So this one has the uranium in it. We're going to take this little bit here. I'm going to see if I can pull a mini candy cane, like a tiny ass one. We'll do a miniature candy cane. Baby dollhouse size. So there is number one done. Now this will be the light up like that. Steven, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. All right, let's try a baby little candy cane. I don't know if we'll make it work good. I'm gonna try a little baby one. See how small we can go. Maybe it'll match my my baby hummingbird. So that's a tiny little hummingbird right there. There, you can see it. It's the smallest blown glass hummingbird there is. Fits in the size of a dime. Like a little dime. Okay, there we go. Let's pull this down. Then we'll make the, we'll finish the second half of the other one. All right, so we got a tiny little spiral. I think I can go a little bit more. There we go. a little baby ass candy cane. Little baby one. Let me just pull it down. Like I said, just a little itty bitty one. I don't know what the hell I'll do. I'll throw it in someone's box when they order stuff. I'll just toss it in a box somewhere. But yeah, little baby candy cane. Now the red will pop out a little bit better later. Okay, got to make this one. I think I got a problem here. I don't think that's long enough for the candy cane. I'm going to see if I can pull it a little bit thinner, but this isn't long enough. Definitely does not have enough on there. All right, let's see if we can thin it down a little bit and stretch it out a tiny bit. If not, we'll have to do something else with it. Because that is definitely not going to make a candy cane. As is. A little bit more. I got one wobble right there. Maybe we might get it, might make it work. I still don't think it's enough room, but we'll find out. We'll give it a shot. Not quite sure it's enough though. Oh my God, break. Yeah, so we're gonna try it and see if we can get a nice bend to it. I don't know. I think it's pretty close. I think it'll make it. What do y'all think? Long enough? I think it's okay. I think that's it. How do you know it's live? Because I just answered your question. I just answered your question. I'm not AI. If I was AI, do you think I'd be this fat? Seriously? If I was AI, I'd be like looking like a gangster. Be like, hard as a rock. Not Tony Soprano gangster. There we go. Crap. And there we go. Boom. Look at that. Now this has the uranium to it. I actually think that came out almost perfect. I like it. No, the fuel isn't that bad. How much propane do you think I go through in a 6 to 8 hour day? I'll let you guess. You guys guess. Now, if you know the answer, some of you have been in my channel before. You know the answer to that. Don't answer. Let them answer. How much propane do you think I would go through in a 6 to 8 hour day? How many gallons? Any guess? The flame is 3,800 to 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And it is not hot. You can do that with it. It actually feels good right now. 2 kilograms. Now, how many gallons a day? Half a pound? 1 liquid gallon? 12 pigs worth? Yeah, no. Don't know about that. Quarter tank? You don't know? I'd say 2 to 4, 5 gallon, 3. Yeah, my average is about 1.5 gallons a day. Yeah, it's about 1.5, so it's not terrible. Now the oxygen consumption is a lot more. Yeah, that does consume a lot. Okay, so I want to do one more candy cane, but we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to use the amber purple. So this is an incredible color, and I'm going to try and show you the magic of it here in a minute. We're going to use that. It's a great color, and we're going to use amber purple and white. It's a really good combo. I'm trying to perfect this coloring, but I haven't gotten it down yet. Yeah, it's about 1.5 gallons a day. Did I retire from the restaurant reviews? Nope. They said, you eat too much. You can't come in here. No more reviews for you. So you eat too damn much. Go away. They won't let me in the restaurant anymore. Purple and pink candy ornament. We can make that work. Yeah, the ornaments are available in different colors for sure. Just custom on request. Okay, so we're going to make it's not going to be a big candy cane, but I want to use this color, white with amber purple. We're going to try and make it a pretty good size here. But I'm really trying to perfect this color combo because I know exactly how I want it to look. I just haven't achieved that process yet. So I'm going to try one more attempt here. And I'm going to keep trying until I perfect it. Okay. So we got the white laid down. Aris, thank you so much for the jewels. Why do I only go? Because I don't need to go all the way down on it. I only want to use so much of it. Okay, so this color is the one I really like. Okay, so this is called Amber Purple. It has an absolute amazing effect to it. And I'm going to try and get it so you can see what happens to it. But it changes color. It's like a color changing glass. Technically, in the industry, we call it a striking color. It strikes to a different color. But for simplicity, I just always say it is color changing. So we're going to bring it all the way down here. One more stripe. I hope this works out. All right, we got a little bit of it. You can see the color starting to come in, but it's not there yet. So we're going to turn this into a candy cane. How many of them color sticks do you got, and how do you create the color? I have a lot of glass. I have way too much colored glass. Too much. Yeah, you're not pressing hard at all. In fact, I'm just kind of chilling right now. All right, so we're gonna spin this up into hopefully a candy cane that will look amazing. Almost there. This may actually work. I'm going to save a little bit right here. We'll come back to this. We'll come back at it. I don't have any other clear grout. We're just going to use this as a quick punty. So we're just going to burn this top off, and then we're going to bend this to a candy cane. Now I'm going to try and get it to strike out to the color, meaning turn the color that I want it to turn. We use a little baby flame at the moment. I don't know if you can see this, but can you see the top getting dark up there? That's the color I'm trying to achieve, that really, really dark color, like a caramel color. Thank you so much. Is it Arnie? Arnie. Amy. Amy, thank you so much for the jewels. Astra. Oh, wait. Ostrotten. I got it. All right, let's turn this thing into a candy cane. Oh, the color's already coming out. Woo. This may have done it. Oh, don't you go wonky on me shape-wise. All right, it's a little too long right there. We're going to cut that little section off. So you can cut glass with scissors, see? We're going to heat it up and just cut a little section off here. Like that. There, that looks a hell of a lot better. All right, let's see if we can get this color to pop out. Okay, so first thing is, you can take a look at it. So I'm gonna use what's called a striking flame. We're gonna loosen the flame up, and we're just gonna preheat it a little. I don't wanna melt it, I just wanna reheat it. Just briefly, but I don't want it bending. Then let it cool, then we're gonna reheat it again. You can start to see that it's getting a little darker in there. So we're just going to keep reheating it, getting it a little bit darker. I don't want it to bend. I just want to get it hot. Okay, I only need to get it like 1800 to 2000 degrees. Not super hot. You can see the color is now starting to come out. There we go. And yeah, see, it's starting to get that caramel color to it. One more time. Like that. I kept it pretty straight too. Okay, let's separate this and call this one done. Now, as it sits in the kiln, it'll get a hell of a lot better. Yeah, this one's really pretty. Wait till you see, though, what happens. Yeah, I dig it. So, remember I said we were going to save that piece to the end? Okay, we're going to take this. I'm going to show you the beauty of amber purple. I'm going to show you magic with glass. Y'all up for it? I'm going to show you magic. Okay, we're just gonna bunch this up a little. Okay, so I want you to take note. This is what the glass looks like in its raw form. Okay, this is how I get it. Looks very much like a transparent, clear glass rod. Now we have it superheated. We're gonna flatten it. So we're gonna take it and we're just gonna press it and flatten. It's gonna create these little cool spirals in it. Okay, so there we are. Hopefully you can see all of that coming through. Okay, very transparent. Gonna kick this flame off a little. All right, now we're gonna do a little magic on it. Ready? We're gonna reheat it a little. And it's got a little bit darker. Now we have to let it cool off a tiny bit, but it did get a little darker. Then we're gonna reheat it again. And it just got darker yet, okay? So there it is, going a little bit darker. Let it cool off for a second. Let it drop down to about 1500 degrees, and then we're gonna bring it back up. Add it back into the flame. I don't want to remelt it. I just want to skim it and hit it with the flame just temporarily, okay? And yet it's still going darker, but you haven't seen the best part yet. Okay, and again. Okay. Now, it's almost at its maximum for this particular batch that I used it on, okay? Now we're gonna let it cool just one more second. And then one more time here. Okay, we're good. So, what color is that? Amber? Can you see the amber color? Now look. I don't know if you can see the blues coming through it, maybe too bright. But now it's got blue to it. There. It has a blue sheen to it, and that's why it's called amber purple. Now I diluted the hell out of this. Let's see if I can get it a tad bit darker. So up against the white, it did dilute it down a little. And didn't let it go as dark as it should. But yeah, it definitely has a cool ass blue. But yeah, that's the color off of that. So that's what it looks like when it starts out. It is an amazing combination. All right, I have been streaming for 3 hours straight, and that is my indicator that I need to get up and stretch for a while. Do you hold the glass? Do you use clear glass, hold the flame? Stuff in the, yeah. So yeah, I definitely need to stretch. It's been 3 hours of streaming, so I need to take a break. How often does a pro burn yourself? Well, you know, that really varies. But usually you don't get bad burns. You know, not bad at all. But I appreciate all of you hanging with me. I really, really, really do. You know, Carrie, thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate that. I stream every day, though. Definitely hit the follow and subscribe. Follow on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube if you'd like to see more. We're going to be streaming every day, especially through Christmas. We're going to be jamming a hell of a lot. But I am going to call it for a little bit. Like I said, I got to get up. It's been 3 hours. My butt hurts. Anyway, I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, and YouTube, you guys have been amazing tonight. Thank you so much for making my night hella cool. I really appreciate y'all. You have no idea. Dragonfly mods, thank you so much for being there. I wouldn't be able to do it without you. Thank you to the moderators. Carrie, thank you so much for the thumbs up, Jules. I'll see y'all in a bit.